Good morning, dear students. I welcome you all to the lecture 9 of chapter 2, Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. This is the last lecture of chapter 2. Dear students, till now we read as a child, Mandela had a safe and free life. He was free to run in the fields, swim in a clear stream, under the stars, and ride and bulls. As long as he obeyed his father and abided by the custom of his tribe, he was not restricted. But after that, what he observed as he grew in size as well as in age. So come on, let's read and know. But then I slowly saw that not only I was not free, but my brother and sisters were not free. I saw that it was not just my freedom that was curtailed, but the freedom of everyone who looked like I did. That is when I joined the African National Congress, and that is when the hunger for my own freedom became the greater hunger for the freedom of my people. It was this desire for the freedom of my people to live their lives with dignity and self-respect that animated my life, that transformed a frightened young man into a bold one, that drove a law-abiding attorney to become a criminal, that turned a family-loving husband into a man without a home, that forced a life-loving man to live like a monk. Now Mandela began to feel the hunger for freedom when he was in Johannesburg as a young man. He felt this hunger became even basic and honorable freedom desired by him, and others like him was curtailed by the whites. Mandela joined the African National Congress when he saw all black people in his country bound in the chains of oppression. He joined the ANC because he was now hungry for freedom of the entire race and wanted his people to live a life of dignity and self-respect. He further says in his speech, I am no more virtuous or self-sacrificing than the next man, but I found that I could not even enjoy the poor and limited freedoms I was allowed when I knew my people were not free. Freedom is indivisible, visible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me. Now, here, the desire for freedom of Mandela for his people to live their lives was dignity and self respect. Earlier, he was law abiding attorney, but later he defied the oppressive laws, the white rulers, and was labeled as criminal. He says, freedom is indivisible. Mandela used this expression to convey that the chains and bondage that enslaved any one of his people were the chains on all of them, including him. Freedom had to be brought to every citizen as all had an equal right for an honorable existence. Here I have given certain word meaning also, like curtailed means reduce or impose a restriction on. Dignity is the state or quality of being worthy of honor or respect. Frightened is afraid or anxious. In the end, Mandela says, I knew that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. A man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. He is locked behind the bars of prejudice and narrow mindedness. I am not truly free if I am taking away someone else's freedom, just as surely as I am not free when my freedom is taken from me. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity. Now, here, what does Mandela say? He says that the oppressor is as enslaved as the oppressed. They both are robbed of their humanity. The the oppressed is robbed by the suppressive power of the oppressor, while the oppressor is burdened with the weight of hate and is enslaved by the barrier of prejudices and narrow mindedness. So, Mandela here says that freedom is the need of everybody. Mandela thinks that the oppressor is free, and a large number of international leaders, those who were present there in the inauguration ceremony, they all were happy to hear his speech. Thank you. Now you are to do all the textual questions of this chapter in your master register. Thank you.